restream as well, just so you know, like you can see the chat. Okay, are you on the restream? Cool. We are live. Wait, hang on. See how do you output? Bum 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 bum. How is that related to Arcane? But anyway, here we are. Whole brand new episode. Yeah. Oh, by the way, in case you haven't noticed, this is our new avatar. So, yeah, potatoes. We're two literal potatoes sitting on couch, and also we have Mr. Alligator over here. How the hell do we pronounce your name? Oh well, you know what? I'll just call you Mr. Lee. Actually, to be precise, we have a brain size of a potato. Hmm. Yeah, I guess so. We are potatoes. We start. That's what we do.
I
want me
will
introduce
take.
Okay. Go on. Take the stage. I think I think by convention we can still call it TV series, right? That should be fine.
Um,
All right, Netflix series. There you go.
uh,
audience.
good name. I might look. Model is based off.
Okay.
Get it? They
Okay.
gave their name.
That's about it. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just start off with Arcane. It's a show produced by Netflix. It's based on the pretty popular MMORPG, also known as if you guys don't really play games, it's pretty much called multiplayer. uh, could you guys help me out here a little bit?
It's
Multiplayer.
It's a MOBA. It's a
MOBA.
multiplayer online battle arena where you
There you go.
practically have 5 people on each team beating the shit out of each other to destroy
Yeah.
some
Hey, no
irrelevant
swearing.
building. Oh,
It's
okay.
okay. It's okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
We're all
we-
family here.
Yeah, we need to let off the steam. No, I'm not gonna do another Vin Diesel job
Oh,
because
you the
that's
one
what
who
you.
told me not to swear earlier. Now you told me we can swear.
Yes.
All right, fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's based on the game called League of Legends, and I'm pretty sure is the lore pretty much like is it like canon to the actual League of Legends, or is it like
No,
like a
surprisingly,
different universe?
I don't think so. Because I saw some people said that Jayce is actually arrogant in the law,
Oh,
and
okay.
and and okay, when you two watch Arcane, did you know anything about League of Legends?
I only
No,
played 2 hours.
that's the main
Okay,
thing. I have no
good,
idea about
Okay,
it.
so I want to explain because I watched this show while I know like I mean most of the character. I mean not more. I mean not all of them, but like some of the character. What I
Mm-hmm.
want to say is like character like Victor,
Okay.
Jayce. Okay, like let's Victor as an example.
Mm.
In like the whole series, he never really reached to the point what he became in the game. In the game, he's
Ah.
technically like a villain character. He want to
Oh.
he want to change everyone into like robotic so they can live longer or something like that.
Oh,
But
okay.
as you can see in the Arcane series itself, when I watch it, right, I keep having expectation like is this the moment when he's gonna turn? Is this the moment when he's gonna turn? As I keep watching
Mm.
until the end, he didn't really turn at all. So it was really quite surprising for me. Like
It is. It
uh,
is.
at the same time, I'm not really tying down the LOL League of Legend lore to Arcane because I believe if they tying down Arcane lore the the League of Legend, right? Some story might actually looks weird.
Oh,
Like for
also,
example, I heard someone mention that Jinx and Vi are actually. Wait, no, hold on. No. What I remember was Vi didn't know Jinx was actually her sister in the
Mm.
original thing.
Oh, okay.
That's why in Arcane, the way they change up the thing makes it even better, I think.
Mm.
Like that's why
Mm.
I'm not crazy and no crazy is the wrong word. I'm not too like how do you say like keep tying to the I'm not keep checking the LL lore to the Arcane lore. Like I like
Mm.
to keep them separate.
but isn't that
Ah.
the thing though? Wasn't the intention of the producer to actually not make Arcane a canon to the game as in it? But it's just like a story in of itself. It's a
I
self-contained
did
story.
I did not know anything about that.
Okay. Neither do I.
But
Okay.
yeah, I like Arcane alone itself. Like I know a lot of people like fans of LOL and Arcane, like they kind of like keep tying their lore together. But at the same time,
Mm.
for me, like I like Arcane on its own. I don't want to tie Arcane to LOL.
Fair
Like
enough. Fair enough.
there is a chance Victor doesn't become what he is in LOL, and
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know that he might end up becoming that thing. But the thing is, the story building for him is really interesting. Like everyone kind of like Victor. I mean, compared with Jayce, people like Victor compared with Jayce, like because of how they build up the story for him.
Yeah, I do agree. I like Victor better because I think his story is more compelling. And let's be real, Jayce is practically another Tony Stark, isn't he? Which a story that we've seen before. Sort of,
Don't
sort of.
exactly
I want.
say that.
Well, he
Yes.
started like as Tony Stark, at least.
No, I don't exactly. Maybe, but at the same time, like, uh,
What?
I do see him differently.
Mm-hmm.
How different? Huh?
All right, okay. I thought we were gonna talk about this later, but if we want to talk about this, okay, we can talk about it now. So the thing is, Jayce character was okay because there's a literally big comparison between not comparison, a contrast between Jayce and who again? Victor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Victor is a person with illness, uh, one limb, and then like his goal is to like use Hextech to create better life, to improve life, and then technically Jayce is the same, but Jayce doesn't have the kind of like urgent feeling.
Mm.
Like
Mm.
Victor is like dying, and then Jayce is not.
Mm.
And also during the whole show, there's a lot of time I feel like Jayce might end up becoming more and more arrogant. And not
He,
arrogant as in
Not
like
I mean,
necessarily,
he,
but not in the
as in
conventional way, I think.
maybe, but what I mean is like as in like too much thing goes to his way, as in like everything side with a lot of situations side with Jayce, like he got the girls, you know. and then like Victor trying to solve the hex core thing, the try to play with it, and then like while Jayce is like in the bed with Mel.
Oh man,
But
that's like one trippy scene.
and then afterwards he became the council, and then he need to like deal with politics stuff as well. I mean, it's not something he really want to, but he has to deal with it. And then at the late part was when he put a lockdown on he want to, because Marcus bring up the grenade made
Mm.
by Jinx, and
Mm.
he kind of purposely showed that to Jayce so that
Mm.
he will put an order to put a lockdown so
Mm.
people can't cross the bridge freely.
Mm.
And then there was a scene where Victor visiting his friend Sing.
Yeah.
And then so when he came back, he can't came back because he was restricted to
Mm.
travel
Mm.
to the bridge. So when Jayce meet up with him, hold on, let me find back the note. So when he oh yeah, Jayce was because he was kind of frustrated. Jayce was frustrated because he has to deal with this stuff, and then at the same time, he a bit don't like Victor going to the Undercity place that time, and he
Oh
was
yeah, yeah.
he was angry, and he say lines like they are Undercity people are dangerous, which kind
Mm-hmm.
of like
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
yeah, but at the same time for Victor, it's like kind of like is kind of broke his trust in a way.
Mm.
It's kind of like it's kind of like I this might it's kind of like imagine Victor is a color people, and then Jace say the line like these people are dangerous. I'm
I
not
was
don't
born from Undercity. Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
just using an example. but yeah, that's
You gotta keep away from the hood, y'all. Stay
yeah,
away from the hood.
yeah, something like that.
Everyone want to become my enemy.
No, stop.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
So yeah, that scene kind of when I rewatch it, like
Mm.
he did show like the emotion of like it is
Mm.
kind of make him distrust him. Like it's
Mm.
slowly like their relationship as like scientist brother became like further and further away.
Mm. 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 Mm.
And then oh yeah, I was talking about Jace. So yeah, in a way, Jace in a way in his situation, it looks like he become more and more how do you say arrogant? I don't know, arrogant, but that's not the word.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have to argue,
So
right? It's not necessarily arrogant. He's just that. I
I
think
don't
he's
know
just
the
getting
words.
preoccupied. You know, getting busy with all the other stuff that he
Yeah.
forgot. The I was what did he forget about?
No.
Like basic
Yeah.
humanity, I should say. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and at the same time, what was it again?
Mm.
Yeah, he in a way like even some his problem compared with Victor like isn't as serious. His problem isn't as serious as Victor, I guess. Like from our
Mm.
point of view, like Victor is dying. That's why
Ah.
when he say like these people are dangerous for us viewer, we also kind of like, oh Jace, you did not just say that. It's you kind of like makes me hate you for saying that, you know?
But even so, right? We have to see that Jay's getting a more and more proactive role in the government, right? And so
Yeah,
he's
I know.
trying his best to protect the people, but maybe somewhat misleading.
Yeah, I know. So all of that, there's one scene I really like about Jace was that after he accidentally killed the kid.
Oh yeah.
So
No,
after
actually, about that scene, right? I actually have a bit of a gripe with it because remember the thing is he suddenly can fight, but we've never seen him fight before. But I like that they actually put consequence to it because he's an inexperienced fighter.
Yeah.
maybe
it's like because here's the thing, because people are around his like his status, right? Like the more upper mid like upper like higher class like society, they probably have like trainings for like self defense.
No, no,
It
no, no,
makes
no.
sense.
It's not that. I mean, to be honest with you, right? I would believe if Mel could fight better than Jace because at the very least, her upbringing, she was like she was raised in Noxus by her militaristic mother, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
but Jace, like, he's a scientist. He's an inventor. Sure, he work making like hammer. That's part
Mm.
of his family's job, and maybe that's why he's buff. But he's not supposed to be able to move like that.
he he makes hammers for like Thor.
but in I mean
Gemstone.
Gemstone.
yeah, he is. I mean, maybe it's weird, but then again, it's not super weird for me because he's holding a heavy weapon. It's not like he suddenly can punch like
Mm.
Vi or something. He using a heavy weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But it also does bother me a little bit that
But he moves
whether
so
all
fast
that.
though, and you see how fast those chem tanks dispose of the enforcers. Like they just die
No,
like butter.
yes, but here's the thing. I have a okay. I really like his character a lot. Actually, I have a different opinion. Actually, I like him a little bit better than
Wait, who? Jace?
that. Yeah, I like him. I like Jace better than like his assistant.
Victor.
Because like
Oh,
yeah.
you! How dare you calling Victor an assistant? Victor is a
Yeah.
true chat.
Well. Victor started off as his assistant, right? So technically, I'm
No,
not
they're
wrong.
partners, equal positions, right?
They were partners after after Victor discovered that, hey, you've been working on this amazing tech, maybe we should work together someday. you know and I want to be your assistant, and it's like,
Mhm.
no, you should be my partner. It's like, yeah, so technically he's an assistant for like a little until he had to maybe like what, 5-10 seconds.
Wait, you mean
Anyway,
Jayce
I'm
say
just trying to justify myself. I'm sorry, okay?
How dare you?
No, wait, I have
You
a question.
disgust me.
You are you talking about like Jayce said like he treat Victor like as a partner instead of like an assistant, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get that. True. Yeah, I did see that as well.
But here's the thing. So, okay, first thing, okay, like I said again, I like Jace better
Mhm.
than his partner. Um,
Why
in
couldn't
terms
you
of
just say
in terms
Victor?
of in terms of Victor, even though I think the name is a bit like generic, but whatever. Victor, um, just because character arc a little bit more interesting because so he's like this. I mean, yes, you can argue yes, it's Tony Stark again, but hey, guess what? I kind of like to see like this these like scientists who are just trying to prove this to everybody. Is like, hey, I wanna make something amazing. I have this really amazing invention that I wanted to cure cancer, or in this case, I want to make society into a much more advanced um civilization because you guys have never thought of using magic yet. Like what? Come on. So it's like, oh, yeah, I actually really like this. I like his ambition. I like his the way he just presents himself as like he can be a little bit arrogant and maybe a bit hot-headed at times, but I'm
Mhm.
I'm okay with that. Um Especially, here's the thing, I actually like his journey also, like from like being this like just a normal scientist and then him becoming like a council later. It's like, oh, okay, because usually for like stories, they try to rush that up. I mean, yes, it's a little bit rushed, but the thing is, in his case, they kind of have to have him to be the council. They don't have much options. So him
Yeah,
being
also
being
with the
older, it
fact.
makes sense, completely makes sense. But here's the thing, I haven't got to that part where I don't really like. Um, One of the big things is like, yeah, like especially when we talk about is the pretty much like the last two episodes, which he's fighting alongside Vi, right?
Uh,
He Yeah, when he's wielding the big ass axe.
you mean Hammer?
Sorry, hammer.
Oh
Maybe I'm
my
just blind.
god. You
I mean,
did not just.
I have really
Oh
small.
Holy crap!
I,
You don't know
I have
shit.
really small. I have really small eyes. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't play that much MMOs, but
You don't need to play to know that was a hammer. He was holding a big ass hammer. Oh my god.
well, maybe I
So
should
bloody obvious.
get a new. I need to get a new prescription. Okay, I'm very sorry. But
Alright.
back to my point.
I haven't
Um,
finished my point actually, but you can finish your first.
okay, like my point. Him hurting like a kid
Uh,
unintentionally, that one I'm fine with. The one that I'm not fine with is he didn't get like hit. He didn't get any sort of artillery damage to him, which actually
oh,
kind of throws me off a little bit. It's like,
uh,
I mean, fine. Okay, you want to put plot armor, or you want to put him to be, like, okay, yeah, he can fight, but him okay, Vine not able to get hit easily. Okay, I'm fine with that, but him, really, Jace?
you okay? Your point is that somehow for he as a no experience in combat suddenly is not hurt at all in whatsoever, is it?
Yeah. It throws me off a little bit, but it's not a big issue. But it kind of bothers me like a little bit, which I'm also a bit concerned. Like, I hope they're gonna fix this part like in the second season, but we'll see.
What do you mean? But fix this part in the second season.
I like the fights. I
As
think
in,
I honestly this is the only one that I have a beef with, but everything else I like the fight scenes. They're awesome. Anyway,
no,
back to
the
you,
fight
Mr.
scene is
Lee.
not really the fight is not a problem. It's just like the way they write him as being a little bit invulnerable, if that makes sense.
No. I gotta say, right, Jace is anything but invulnerable. Like you see how he basically, yeah, I mean, like as you mentioned yourself, right? He killed the kid,
Yeah, he
and then
went from a
his
scientist to a council.
yeah, and then he really understand like the true weight of the things that he said, right? Like and then that's why, to be honest, he kind of chickened out. That's why he is willing to give Silco's sons independence, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he chickened out, and like that's anything but invulnerable, right? He is vulnerable and he doesn't want to go through the bloodshed because he knows, like, can understand suffering.
Mm.
Yeah. So you know what? In any case, whatever I say, it's basically an even extra point to you, person, that Jayce is a good character. And honestly, I gotta say, like, there's almost no bad character. Actually, I said almost, but personally, I don't think I dislike any character. I love every character here.
Um. Yeah. I would probably agree the same way too. Okay, so now since we have talked about Jace pretty much to the
No, I'm
to
not
the
done yet.
okay,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
okay,
Go ahead.
go ahead. What's
So
stopping
I
you?
was explaining that I was saying that the moment the the fact after he accidentally killed a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying that the scene that kind of saved
Mm,
him as a
mm,
character, like make
mm,
me less dislike. No, hold on. I'm not really disliking him the whole time. It's more like
mm-hmm.
my like for him is like lesser compared to Victor. But the moment after he
Oh
accidentally
yeah.
killed the kid, and then he and Victor was in the old place, and then they were just chatting. If you remember that scene,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and then like that scene kind of like the moment he realized that. I mean, yeah, they both say something about they're in the wrongdoing because the scene because Victor was there is because he is pouring sky ashes to the water, and Jace is there because after the invasion scene. So like they both realize like whatever they are doing is kind of backfiring for themselves. So like that scene alone for me, I like their realization of it. Like I say before, I keep expecting Victor gonna turn at any point, but the moment Sky was involved and she died,
Mm-hmm.
and he just like mourned for her,
Mm,
and yeah, that scene, that whole fact, the fact that he didn't become what he is in a LOL
mm.
makes me believe that Arcane Victor could be different from the game itself. Like
Which I dig in,
maybe
even though I don't play the game.
yeah, maybe not physically different, but intentionally different. I mean, as in like their reasoning, their goal, stuff like that is different.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, because even Victor asked Jace to help him destroy the hex core. He couldn't do it. He 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 don't want the hex core anymore.
Yeah. Because basically, I think the hex core, right, is I think is just basically an allegory for power and greed.
Unlimited power.
Yeah. And yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's literally like the freaking dark side, you know. Like it's like yeah, dark side or like the force, because it's like if you know how to use it, it's not harmful. But if you're too into it, right, you're gonna be consumed by the by the implication by the back implications of that particular power that can affect you negatively, which totally makes sense. It's a pretty what's the word? Not a plot device, not a MacGuffin, but yeah, whatever that term is. But I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I mean,
All
I
right,
personally
so
still kind of think of it as a MacGuffin because, sure, it's the core of the story, but other than that, it's practically it doesn't really affect what's happening in the middle. Of course, except with,
in
powering
the
the weapon.
episode one, it is a MacGuffin. It is, but that's just the only part that it is a MacGuffin. But because after that, it just becomes like just like something in the background that the characters interact, and then it kind of like either made them worse or better, or whichever journey that they're gonna go through. But yeah,
Sorry,
Well,
what are you
well,
guys
well,
talking about?
the Hextech, the Hextech gem.
Oh, okay. Oh, the hex
Yeah,
core.
the hex.
No,
The
no, no,
hex
no.
core.
The hex core is basically the computer that Victor is working on, right?
Mm.
But
This is- what computer?
well, if you think about it, that's what he said, right? Is that like it's a thinking sentient something, right? So I would like to think of it like an AI, like a magical AI.
Okay.
Mm.
So I suppose
Just
let's just call them stones. Everything else.
No, if you say stone, I assume you're referring to the blue gemstone.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And
That's
even the
one.
one that's before they're refined into gemstone. Remember, like the blue crystal that
Yeah,
still
yeah.
explode on
The,
contact.
yeah. It's still unstabilized.
Oh yeah, actually now we're on that topic. Should we talk about the crazy plot twist in episode 3? The ending of
What do you
episode 3.
mean?
Remember
What do you
when?
mean?
Do you want to talk the plot first as we go, and then we will like in the end talk about that anyway?
Yeah, doesn't matter.
We can talk about it briefly, and then we'll get to
Yeah.
the
Okay.
twist.
Twist.
Wait, twist.
What do
So
you mean twist?
so we're
Yeah.
introduced
So
to the.
so Billy, what is this twist you're talking about?
Well, here's the thing, right? So, since episode 1, you're already introduced to all the, I won't say all of the main cast, but basically, like you're introduced to Powder, which will turn into Jinx later on, but we'll get to that. And then, or also Vi, and the other two boys, Clagger and Milo, right? And then you learn how tough it is to live in the Undercity, and they're under the
Yeah.
umbrella of Vander, who teach them everything. But then behind all of that, there's also 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪𝓽𝓪, basically a rising mafia boss, if I can say so, where he actually manufacture shimmer, practically a fantastic drug that gives you superpower, but it's very highly addictive. So there's conspiracy
Highly
going on.
addictive.
Yeah.
Highly addictive, and you probably could die also.
Oh yeah. Although I have a feeling, right? Probably they refine it to a degree where it's no longer fatal, but it will get to the point where I think you kind of hope it's fatal.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, you notice, like, a lot of, like, the users that actually use it, they somehow they just pretty much like overdose. So even if you do not make it fatal for like one dose, people might actually consume two or probably more than two doses, which will
Yeah,
obviously make it right.
but
Yeah.
later on, they still use shimmer for medical purpose, right? And also even Sevika use shimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there's like basically like Vander was captured by Silco, and then Vi want to rescue Vander at this point with the other two boys, and it's established very well, right? But then because of Jinx's reputation up to that point, where she practically I won't say reputation, basically resume, I should say so, because they witnesses themselves. But they see her failing a few times, so that's why Vi doesn't want her to come, and then Jinx still insists to come.
I thought Vi doesn't want her to come because it's dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous, but then yeah, I suppose so.
I don't assume it's because
she's a Jinx.
Powder, I mean, like performed badly previously. I just think that she doesn't want to lose the sister. That's why she asked her to stay put.
Yeah, potentially. And now this is where I find mental health issue very interesting, right? Because no, I don't wish anyone to have a mental health issue. I'm just saying that it's I'm not a bad guy here.
If I find it like kind of like attractive, like if I have mental issue,
I can fix him.
What?
Okay, sorry, that's a dark joke. But anyway,
that's a pretty bad joke, but yeah. Sorry if look. Sorry if you offend anybody who has mental issues, but just take it for great assault.
All right. So yeah, but then like Powder is having a breakdown. I think she has an abandonment issue, where she wants to be useful. She wants to get approval, and so no remembering. Yeah, she's a kid, right? She's a kid. but then remembering what happened to the stone, right, where where the stone explode, and I really like how the story is being established up to this point. Like all the scenes just weave and intertwine in a very neat way. But yeah, like Powder knows that those stones are practically just giant as dynamite. If you explode them, and so she's trying. So she thought that she can save them. And to be honest, there's a lot of shows whenever they have this, like, how to put this, like an extra help coming in for the heroes, it will always work saving them from the bad guys.
Yeah. It's literally like, so like literally one character saved the whole event.
Yeah, the cavalry, right?
Yes.
But
also known as Deus Ex Machina.
I mean, I suppose Deus Ex Machina. I think isn't Deus Ex Machina usually being like as if. All right. Okay. Anyway, no. Just check the chat.
Oh.
Well.
Oh. Yes. We're gonna strip. Yes, we're gonna strip. Well, I'm already naked, so.
All right. I already blocked. But anyway, going back to my point is that so they're saving, like she tried to save them, but in reality, right, because she thought that Vi and the gang are in trouble because she was beaten by who's that top name, Decker, right, the guy who turned into semi werewolf because of Shimmer.
Oh, you actually remember his name? I don't.
Well, because I watched it with subtitle on, and I think the subtitle
Okay.
called him Decker.
Semi werewolf.
I don't know. He looks like a werewolf to me. Like,
Who?
reminds me of the werewolf. The way he
I
moved.
don't
No.
remember.
Remember the guy, like the guy that Silco gave the talking to, like real power, and then and then he drank the Shimmer juice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, Decker beat up Fi, but Fi managed to escape and close the door. Now here's the thing, right? From Powder's point of view, like everything is going to shit, and everyone's in danger. But in reality, right? Because they already released Vander from restraint, and then they already opened a hole in the wall, and you see how beast mode Vander is later in fight. So I feel like even if it's in full strength, I think he can beat Decker easily. But then, Fi in moment of anguish and how to put this, like naivety, I should say, she detonate one of the bomb, right? But then the effect is actually much more horrible than anyone can anticipate. I really like the shot that they actually show the explosion multiple times, showing it from different perspective. For example,
Yes.
it shows from Decker's perspective. Okay, so it just got thrown out. Okay, that's fine. But then it shows from Silco's perspective. Like, he almost died if not for Savika's sacrifice. So that's where she lost her left arm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't notice she lost her arm on that scene the first time I watched it.
Oh,
I saw that the second time I watched it.
I watched it with my partner, right? And then, like, both of us just like, oh shit, that's gnarly, very gnarly. And then
Who lost the arm?
Savika,
Sevika, the woman that fight Vi later.
Oh yeah.
yeah, she lost her
That's
arm.
why
And
she has a robotic arm.
you can actually see her arm disintegrate from the explosion.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Oh,
then
so just now,
I
just now you
didn't.
mentioned.
So it's like, okay, if that's the case, then you can. I mean, it's pretty clear to the audience that this is not for kids. This is not for.
let's be real, it's already
I mean, obviously. I mean, later on,
Ten-year-olds.
Vi gonna like middle finger the stranger. Have you forgotten?
Well, there's gonna be some, like, some kids will be like, I want to see the adult.
come on. Even the when the fights,
Bruh.
even the fights in
mean,
episode 1, right? It's
so
very
literally they had it.
yeah, it's
Adults.
very downright and dirty to fight. All right, and then but most important of all, right, the perspective of the bombing sequence is of course from Fi's, Vander's, Milo's, and Clanker's perspective. Now here's the thing, right? Up to this point, I don't know much about League of Legends, but one thing for sure, I don't know any character named Milo and Clanker in
Bro,
League's
there's
roster.
none.
Yeah, there's none. So actually,
Yes,
me.
they're there. They are in the story character.
Yeah, no, I know they're in the story character. That's I know that. That's why I'm saying like it's not in League of Legends roster. So me and my partner, we already have theory that okay, so this is like if we really think about it, this is a superhero origin story in a way. So they're going to die. Maybe like we thought that it's going to be those cliche story where maybe Silco will kill them in front of their face, and then it will motivate them to seek revenge. But no, 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 no. This story is so much better than that. So much better. Like rather than put the trigger in Silco's hand, the writers, mwah, chef's kiss. They put the trigger in Powder's hand. She killed them.
Yep.
Undeniably.
Oh yeah, I noticed that the reason inside the room that was locked
Mm.
exploded is because Powder put two of the crystal in the trap, and one of the crystal went inside the room.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
you're right, you're right.
yes.
Yeah, I saw that when I watched it when I rewatching it.
But I have a feeling, right? Even if it didn't fall off and rolled under the door, I feel like the explosion will be strong enough to send the metal door flying anyway. So in either case, the damage will be devastating. Although I think it just makes it more obvious that this is still her responsibility. And yeah, that's the thing though. Like I didn't expect like they will kill like kid characters like that. You see how Milo and Clagger died? Milo is in particular is more agonizing because like he actually see the moments before his death.
He was stabbed with a pipe.
Yeah, he was stabbed with a pipe, and then
Yep,
he has to.
And then the ceiling
He can only watch.
crumble down.
Yep.
Oh man, that's like
For Kroger, I think it was an instant death.
yeah, instant death. Like something flew to his face or something.
I think it was the bomb or something. I forgot.
Like
I forgot about
a
that.
shard, but in it, and then like by a very strong character at this point, you can see her breaking down, crying because like how can you comprehend that situation? Even if you're in a life or that situation, like
I
that's...
mean, she's breaking down crying is because she's literally been what a sandwich between the crumble. She can't get up. That's why she's not down.
Yeah, on top of
And
that,
crying.
you're also seeing your friends dead in front of you. So
Yeah.
imagine like
Yeah,
being
like
on her
that's
face.
crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then it turns out, and then she found out that like my sister, like it triggers all this shit. Oh boy.
But I gotta say, right?
You didn't mention she saw the trap, the monkey trap part the head flew inside the thing, and she saw it.
Yep. He's like, oh, fuck. Well, shit. This is my life now. That's what is going on in her head.
And then like
do you know what's funny? So
what?
the voice actress for Powder and Jinx is different.
What do you
Oh wait.
mean?
Oh, actually, it kind of makes sense.
Oh wait, Powder and Jinx. Oh okay.
Yeah,
It makes
Okay,
sense.
yeah.
even though technically they're the same exact character, but well, not exactly the same, but yeah. So the voice actor for Powders is her name is Mia Sinclair Jeunesse. Great job. Jinx also played by 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪𝓽𝓪.
Out of curiosity, right? Is the voice actors for Jinx is also the same from the game? Probably not.
I'm not sure about that.
Like,
yeah, but I mean, one thing for sure, right? All these voice actors did it great, especially for Jinx and for Silco.
oh, Silco's voice is so raspy and like I love it. It's so deep.
I want
Real power.
I want his okay. Silco's voice actor is Jason Spacek. I want Jason to read me an audiobook of the League of Legends lore, and I would pay for that.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely pay for it too.
Yes, I'll definitely pay. Now, however much he's gonna charge me, I'm gonna pay for it. It's that good.
I feel like you're gonna eat your own word if he asks for a lot.
If you ask for what?
If he asks for a lot, I think you're gonna eat your own word, right?
Well,
you're not gonna actually pay him for it. Yeah,
I
but I
mean,
get it. I get it.
there's no. There's always many ways to get money. You know.
There's
Bruh.
many paths to the dark side.
Oh my god. Is
one
this the
one
is
one way is to use Hextech.
is this
And
the way of Undercity? Maybe, I guess.
The way of the undercity.
actually, that's a really good meme. I might actually make that.
Oh my god. Whatever. Anyway, since we talk about the and the ending part of episode 3, we might as well just continue. Like, so the last part, Vander drink the shimmer and then he become the thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
one thing I want to mention that he when he entered the room, where the Vi is in, and when, because they haven't shown us how Vander looks like after drinking, how after he transformed.
No,
Because when
we saw it. Oh, we
no
can
no
see it.
no, what I mean is before he entered the room, where they were locked inside
Mhm.
previously.
Mm, mm.
When he entered the room, uh the the light shine over his face and we can finally see his face, and then somehow like he Vander kind of act like, oh no, my face is ugly, why shouldn't she see this, for a second there.
Bruh, bruh.
But in a way, it's as if he knew he become hideous creature or something.
But in any case, though,
And
like he
Well,
still saved her. So
yeah, and after that he bring her out, and then he say few last word, take care of her sister,
yeah,
and
that's a strong character. Like man, every single character,
yeah.
even the so-called weak characters, I think there's so much nuances. And you can tell like deep down they're much stronger than on the surface.
Yeah.
yes,
But
yes.
yeah, at the same time, like he only have 3 episodes to shine.
Mm.
But most of the time,
Well,
when the
he did the job.
character,
He
Hmm?
did his job.
yeah,
Yeah, he does a job.
when the character the whole time, I mean, people make more memes with Silco more than with Vendors. I guess because he's kind of too positive. I guess like, Va, you shouldn't bring your friend to do whatever you ask them to do. It will get them killed. Like, like they had a lot parenting. Is it parenting moment?
Like
And Evander be like the good father, really really good father.
mhm. It's a bit funny. Like if you think about it, right? This is probably one of those rare show where it actually shows real parenting, and it's actually
Yeah,
critical to the
even
plot.
yeah. Even with Silco and Jinx, there is actually few moment that was. I
Yeah,
mean, not exactly a parenting moment, but then it's like
it is
the
parenting moment.
caring.
It's just a shitty parenting method, but it is parenting moment.
Yeah. But like some moment, like when Jinx was dying, like you can see like Silco care about her, like those kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Actually, I was a bit worried that they're gonna write him as like this like two-dimensional generic superhero, like super villain that's gonna be like, I need a gemstone because I want to take over the whole world. Well, he kind of is that, honestly. But the
Gemstone didn't exist until they.
no, but
I
like just overall in the story, right? So
Yeah.
like for one thing for sure, right? He really does want power. Now that is for sure a part of his character, like a big part of his character. So I was a bit concerned they're gonna do the safest route, but no, no.
Rest and sure. I don't think, because in LL lore, right, there's a lot like, what do you call, like a faction thing.
mhm.
Like you have Piltover, Zone, and then you have the pirate people, like what is it called again? Blightwater. Yeah, Blightwater.
Blackwater,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
and then you have Noxus, which Mel originate came from, and then you have the Martian. So like, I mean, there's a lot more. What I'm trying to say is the world doesn't revolve around the Arcane itself. I think like the gemstone. It's not like MCU where they won the six gemstone.
Well,
For
it's just one guy who just wants that, but yeah.
yeah, for LL, they each and every faction have their own problem and own power. Like Noxus
Mm,
and Demacian. Basically, imagine Demacian is like a holy warrior type of people, and
mm.
then Noxus is kind of like savage people using X and stuff. Just imagine that in their
Yeah,
life.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm not really 100% know about them, but like it's give
yeah.
me the image of them. So like,
Mm,
and the Martian and Noxus has kind of like always been war at each other, something like that.
mm.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is the Gemstone is not revolving around the world story.
I have
I
to
was,
agree
I
with
was,
you.
I was trying to, no, I was just trying to say that it's not really about the James. I'm talking about like Soko as like a character because like I said before, I was a bit concerned they're gonna write him into like a generic two-dimensional super villain, but actually he's not. Just, I
Yeah.
mean, he's kind of like that, but there's actually a lot more
Oh,
to
okay, okay.
to him. So it's like, yeah, his relationship with Jinx, right? That's actually, at first I was a bit creeped out, like for like the wrong reasons. Okay, but
Oh, you
it's like,
think
oh,
like he might just use
yeah, yeah,
Jinx?
yeah, yeah. No, no, no.
Okay.
Wait. What are you trying to say here?
No, I mean, you say like you scare he might be a generic villain. Like maybe he used Jinx to do his dirty work. I don't know,
He
something like
kind
that.
of is.
No, no, because I was afraid that he like Jinx is gonna be pretty much like his sex slave, but
You
no,
can say lover.
apparently.
What?
No, basically his lover, right?
Yeah, but yeah, like his lover, but actually like no, oh, okay, fine, but I'm still a bit concerned. But then like, oh, the show surprised me even more by actually giving these people like a relationship. Like, oh, okay, so this guy he is still he's still a fucking a bit of a creep, and also kind of is a big a hole, but he's
He's
not a
not.
complete he's not a complete a hole. If that makes sense.
He's not really a creep. I mean, he's not like constantly looking for a woman to bang. You get what I mean?
No.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that's
fine.
what I mean. Like, he's not really creepy. I don't think creepy is
Now
the right word.
recording.
What the?
I don't think
Sorry, there
creepy.
was a problem with the voice recording bot, so I had to restart it.
Uh, it's okay. I mean, restreaming can just do the job anyway.
Mhm.
Don't need to worry about too much. Okay, yeah. So, and there's that, and then also it's like, oh, okay. So actually, Soko, the reason why he kind of wants power is because he was that powerless kid at once. So he's pretty much driven by like revenge throughout his whole life, which
No, I disagree. I don't think he was a powerless person.
But
I
Son in
think
general
when
is
I mean
powerless.
he
no
was because like his brother was like the one who gets like all the credit when he was young, and then he's like, oh my
no
god,
I don't think
Wender's
I didn't get that vibe.
no no
really?
no 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 no. Wender say it like he say you had everyone respect like people zone respect uh Silco, and he ruined it by fighting with the topsider. So I don't exactly think that Silco is powerless, and I think the reason Vander want to kill him is because he he made a mess. So like he want to end the bloodshed. That's why he tried to drown him. I think
Yeah, Vander tried to drown him.
that's why he thought he was dead the whole time. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because they both don't know. No, no, no. The Vander don't know he's still alive. Right? I think
Mhm.
so.
Mm, I kind of forgot like the exact details on episode 3 when they're having that big confrontation, but
Yeah, I mean, I kind of quote. I already said what Vanders said earlier. Like, you had everyone respect, and then and then the war happened. That's why he killed. That's why he drowned him.
Yeah, because otherwise, Silco might actually get even more people from the Undercity killed, right? Basically, Vander tried to
Yeah,
protect
yeah.
what
She's trying to
he
stop
already
the
has.
bloodshed.
Yeah.
That's the point. He's trying to
okay.
stop the bloodshed.
But
Okay.
That's why the whole the first
Mhm.
3 episode, people try to want to fight back the top side, the enforcer, but Venter keep refusing, and he keep bringing it up. We know what happened when we fight the top sider.
come to think about it, right? Wilson did mention that the writer, you were worried that the writer take the easy way out with the story, with the how they progress the character. But come to think about it, I feel like almost none of the character have your average standard story progression, right?
Yeah,
It,
I don't think any all of them is well done.
yeah, well done.
Maybe maybe one I might probably point out.
Okay.
Ooh, just say it.
I tell you this. I don't. I think they could do Caitlyn a little bit better. I would say.
In what way?
Mm,
It's a very very good. It's a very very good.
Okay,
It's
and
just
then
can't
your
imagine how you
problem
can.
with her is
no because I kind of want to learn her like her not only her relationship with like um with like Vi and like the rest of the people
uh
that like with the main story, but also a little bit it's a little bit more extra, but it's like I was like, oh, okay, wait, so you kind of know how to fight. It's like, oh, you have like pretty good detective skills. I kind of want to know, how did you get all these,
oh.
these like, yeah, like these
You mean that
abilities.
you don't like how she seems like such an excellent detective, is it? Without actually any
Some
build up.
something like that. Yeah, like her build up is a bit like not even rushed. I would say it's almost non-existent. Because she okay. First thing is she's a supporting character, so I don't really mind that much. And
I
the
won't
way
really
she
call her a
serves,
supporting character.
She's a
she kind of
champion in the game.
I mean,
uh
whoever had a lot screen time technically is not side character, supporting character.
Well, I kind of agree with Wilson because I feel like in episode 1 to 3, she's practically non-existent there.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the
she's trying to
prologue.
like just chat with Jayce. My mom doesn't want me to talk to you anymore. All right.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, actually I thought right. At that time I thought she's like Jace's like girlfriend, but no. Oh, okay. There, okay, all
Oh
right.
yeah, you know what? The whole time, the whole time before Arcane even out, I thought I keep thinking like, oh, so because I kind of saw some commercial from LL. I mean,
Oh,
not Arcane related. Like there's some commercial that they put Jayce and Kate together, but I mean
oh.
not in a what making love way, but at the same time, like they just put them together. So I
Just
kind of
putting that
assume like,
tension, yeah.
oh, so these two character gonna like are the couple, right? Oh wait,
Wilson's out. Get back here! Turn on your camera!
yeah, he's back.
Yeah, he's turning into a bear.
So so the whole time I thought, so I kind of thought like you say, like you thought Caitlyn and Jayce gonna like be the couple,
Hmm.
and until episode 5 came in,
Hmm.
and you went, yeah, let's just talk about it. Like when episode when when Vi did the is it kabedo, the Japanese pin people on the wall, the thing.
I'm sorry, what?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
What?
What,
You,
what,
you,
what,
you,
what Japanese?
Kabedo.
Oh, you mean when
It's
Vi pin?
people. It's basically like male or female like pin the other person on the wall. It's kind of like a
oh,
sexy
oh,
scene. Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
one.
When Vi did that to Caitlyn, I'm like, wait a minute, they they swinging that way? Oh,
Wow.
I didn't expect that. I'm not against it.
uh,
Like I did not expect that
yeah,
at all.
I thought they were a couple, but no. Wait, what? Okay.
Because the whole time I never heard anyone mention like LGBT character from LOL. So that's why like when I saw that scene, like, wait, they swinging that way? Holy shit!
You know, actually, there. You remember when Fi left Caitlyn, right? It kind of
Uh huh.
framed as if like they're having a breakup.
Oh yeah. And then her buffing scene where she can't forget her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh-huh.
it's I don't mind if they're just gonna go the route of like she's like a bisexual character that she actually also likes Vi in the emotional level. So
I don't think
I'm
she's
I'm
bisexual at this point. I'm pretty sure she's lesbian at this point. I mean, she didn't show any sign. I mean, towards for male. I mean,
No, actually, remember when they're in the brothel, right? And then Fi told her like, "Oh, you're a cute cupcake," and then like he told Caitlyn to talk to the male patron, and then she's all awkward, like, yeah, hi, I'm." Wait, I forgot her fake name in that scene. And then eventually,
yeah.
right, she started talking with the female patron, and she's more comfortable. So yeah, she's definitely a lesbian.
Wait, is that a foreshadow? I noticed that scene, and I'm like, yeah, oh yeah. I noticed that the person she's been talking to changed it.
Yeah, Jayce. She
Yeah,
probably
and
like
I'm
got
like,
like maybe the other guy got bored and
yeah,
you
and
know,
then I actually like, wait, why is yeah, I noticed that she's talked to another person now, but why? I didn't until you say that, like, is that
they did show
is
it.
that a
did it.
foreshadow?
I don't think it's for maybe it's just build up rather than foreshadow.
Maybe, yeah, I
Yeah,
guess so.
different thing. But now here's the thing, right? I really like Caitlyn. Maybe in based on Wilson's case, yeah, you're right. Maybe in terms of build up, it's just practically just pop into existence without much backstory. But that's the thing, though. We learn over the course of many episodes. Like remember, there's a flashback between her and Grayson, and why she wanted to become an enforcer. Like we learn a bit
Yeah.
more and more about her, unlike the other
Sorry,
character that's
who
have
and who
flashback.
again?
Caitlyn and Grayson when they were in this shooting competition.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, like maybe you're right in terms of build up, like poof, non-existent, but I still like her character. Like she's okay. To be honest, it's an idea that have been visited before, where people of noble birth when they get their hand down and dirty, right, and they do like nitty gritty work and still kick ass. But I like the emotional maturity and like how they write the relationship with Vi. Like everything feels natural, and there's like back and forth saving and yeah, and like if and how the relationship somewhat failing towards the end.
Oh, you mean wait, whose relationship failed?
Well,
Is it
technically,
Vi and
it's
Jinx?
no, Vi and Caitlyn. It's not necessarily
Ah.
their relationship failing. It's just the circumstance around them is failing. So that's why Vi tries to break off with Caitlyn. Otherwise, she gets Vi just think like Caitlyn can't help her anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of Caitlyn,
Mhm.
the just you Wilson mentioned about the detective scene, right? That scene is really is really make her character like super attractive. I think because the way
Intelligence
they
is
do
sexy.
the
I
way they
totally
do
totally with you.
the way they do the detective scene, right, is so good. Like she look at the
Yeah.
blood stain and stuff, and then she saw the gun shot mark, and then she's like point her finger like a gun, and then aim as if she's the one that released the gun to
Well,
find out where she should. Like though that scene alone is so good. Like it makes her attractive.
you know what else is I find it a bit funny, right? Okay, personally, I think this might come with her experience, right, being a detective.
Uh-huh.
But I like how, as she visualized it, she knew exactly what kind of gun that Jinx was using there. It's like instantly like, it must be a Gatling gun. Even though like,
Okay, I don't know about that. I didn't put too much thought on that, but like the way she do, I mean,
but then again, there probably like the fact that the bullet mark may be spread around, maybe it is the only conclusion.
yeah, and but I mean, at least like it's not I mean, maybe like you say, like maybe it's kind of like she's kind of like assuming stuff, but at the same time, like it doesn't.
But she can get work done,
we
right?
as sorry, what?
She still gets work done.
Yeah. What? But what I want to say was what I mean the con. I mean, wait, what I want to say again? Damn it.
Think, think, think.
Think.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
I forgot. Damn it.
Get the reference? Tick tock, because you're a crocodile. Get it?
No, what
That's a
reference?
Peter Pan reference.
No, never mind. I don't want to think about your reference. I'm thinking about what I was about to say.
Come on. Come on.
Never mind.
Maybe we can
Move on.
turn around and eventually get back to where you have your brain fog.
Never mind.
Let's hey, surprisingly we haven't discussed about Vi and Jinx's relationship.
Holy crap, that's
After all this
practically
time,
the whole core of the show, right?
That is the whole core of the show, of their dysfunctional family.
Do we even need to go through our structure anymore since we like talk through like
There is no structure. We're just
yeah.
free flowing right now, freestyling this.
No. Actually, like,
I
if
mean, we
notice,
can still go like maybe I will bring out some interesting scene from the show later.
To be
maybe we
fair,
can talk about character.
To be fair, we're technically doing it like character by character, like at this point. So I think
All right.
I think we
Yeah.
can
Let's just
have fun
continue.
now.
Well, okay. Before we talk about Jinx and wait, you want to talk about Jinx and Vi now or
Mhm.
later?
Yeah.
We can talk
Why
about
not?
other characters.
We can talk about now. That's practically the whole core of the show. Like it
Unless
wouldn't work
you wanna talk
without those
about,
two.
unless you want to talk about like those like big ass mamas, you know.
Okay, what about
Those
we talk about those?
milkers.
What about we talk about those supporting character that appear for a short time?
There's so many supporting characters.
You mean mummy milkers?
Who's Mummy Milkers?
You mean the Noxus one?
Oh, I see what you mean.
There's more than one mummy milker.
Wait, who's the other one?
That for her character.
Big buff women.
No, he's talking about Mel.
Mel's mom, right?
Stop. Yeah. Yeah, Mel mom, the milk mom. Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Did we establish her name?
No. I forgot her name. Whatever. I just call her Mel mom. I don't even want to remember her name.
It's like,
But fine, for the respect, let's just find her name.
yeah. Hang on. What's Mel's full name?
I don't know, Mel.
Like Mel Medradas, I think.
Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson.
Is it Mel Gibson?
Shut up! No, it's just messing with you. Medrada, I think. Medrada.
Embessa Medarda. That one is Mel full name.
No, that's a mom. Oh, Embessa?
No, I'm clicking on
Marinda.
Mel though. I'm not clicking her mom.
Marinda. It's Marinda.
Family.
It sounds like such an Indonesian name, Marinda.
Wait, the mother is also the same name?
Yeah, like they're the same family, right? Medarda.
Interesting.
What?
No, I'm pretty sure Ambassa is.
Family is...
I'm pretty sure Ambassa is the mother's name.
Oh, sorry. Real name Mel Medarda, and then the mom was Embessa. Yeah, Embessa.
Yeah, got it right.
Yeah. So her name is Embessa. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So who was saying something just now?
Miss Milker.
No, Miss Milker.
No. You were saying something else. Not. Let's just move on from the mummy milker.
Honestly, I forgot why we start talking about Mel's mom by this point.
Oh yeah, actually, I mean, okay. If nothing, I want to talk. I want to say something like at the I think it was last episode, or is it episode 8? That because she keep pushing Jayce or Mel to like give her the Hextech weapon, right? And then like Mel at the last line Ambessa said to Mel when Mel told her to stay away from. Wait, is it stay away from Jayce?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
precise.
And then what she said, like she asked, Mel asked her like why she exile her or something, and then the here comes the heavy line that kind of like makes that created her character was that she say she couldn't she couldn't endure the look of Mel eye every time every time the mom have to make the decision to keep the family safe.
Oh
So like
yeah, yeah.
basically in the name of the family she did a lot things, but at the same time like she knew Mel don't like it, but she don't have choice but to keep the family safe.
Like
For the family.
that's the thing though.
The
Here's the thing.
family is
I gotta
different.
say, compared to like you say, for the family, which is Vin Diesel's meme, that this series really went out of its way to actually put how do I put this? Like to actually put like
Jace.
sorry. Okay, now I got my mind structured now. So like family, like the concept of family here actually matters, and it actually plot critical, right? That
Yes.
they actually define how certain characters interact. It's not just like,
Yes.
hey, like my biological family is complete like treating me like shit. Oh, don't worry, we're family. You know, like even though they have no blood relation, which
Why
is
are we why are we
no, but that's the thing though. Like let's say Fast and Furious, like they have no blood relationship, but they're family. But sometimes I feel like
yes, I
movies,
get that.
yeah, but sometimes I feel like movies in Fast and Furious, they don't actually establish very well that cohesion as a family. And
It's
then
very, very forced. It's very
yeah, it's very
forced.
Okay,
forced.
but what's your point
My point
is?
is that in, for example, like Arcane, right? Is
Uh,
that um biological family is a bond that is really hard to get rid of, and then it does affect the way you think, which is I really love
oh,
it, right?
okay,
Yeah, like
I get what you mean. Like it's like Silco and Jinx, Wender and Vi,
yeah,
Mel,
like
Mom, and
and that's the thing though. It's not like,
okay.
oh yeah, like I have my family, I can do anything. I can do anything. I can beat all the bad guys. But this is actually become a tragedy where it's actually making things
Oh
worse.
yeah, if
Hmm.
I recall it, when Mel mentioned she's a exile from her country or whatever faction, whatever they call in the show.
Hmm.
Like I thought they never gonna brought it up, and then like she appear, the mom from Noxus appear, and like oh they show her they actually show what's the problem, like why is
Yes.
she exile and stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah, episode wait I think episode no not episode 8. Oh yeah, episode 8 is
I mean,
Mel. They show at the beginning. They show Mel pass. Episode 7 is it episode 7? Or was it episode 6? I forgot. Oh yeah, episode 6. It was when they show Victor pass. Like it's so interesting that like they in the beginning they just put one of the character pass, and then they just like let you like sing in with the story.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean the character's past? Ah, right. It opens with Victor's
Yeah,
story when he was a kid, right? When he met with Sing.
yeah.
All right, right. Yeah, that's very good.
All right.
It's like that loneliness of him being a cripple.
Yeah. All right. So we done with Mel's mom. All right. No,
Mm-hmm.
and Bessa. Sorry.
Yes,
best.
And then we have the sad one, Sky. Is it Sky?
Sky. Okay, here's Sky is. I feel like she's a tool to the story, not a character in by herself.
Really?
Like, I mean, what does Sky bring to the table other than bringing anguish to poor Victor?
Hang on. What did this guy do again?
Sky is the lab assistant to Victor. You remember
She
the lady who got burnt
Oh,
to ash?
oh, actually, that person, right? Might as well just not be in the show.
No. She has to be in the show. We want Victor to be to suffer.
Actually, her character um
Yeah.
change Victor in a way.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
changed
Yeah,
Victor.
you could
So
say that. I guess you were. I mean, what you said. She's is a tool, kind of like in a way is right.
yep. And to be completely
But at
honest, I feel like Milo and Clagger are also feel like they're just a plot tool in the show to.
no, I think
They're more
Milo
developed at
has
least.
more. They have more like a part to play more
Yeah.
No, no,
than
no.
Sky.
Milo, and the other kid. They because like them and Vi and like Powder, they're all like like as like a team of like these
Yeah, they are friends.
young bandits. They're like trying to
Young
basically
Bandits.
put
That sounds
yeah.
like that sounds like a new Marvel comic book series or something.
The bandits.
Young Bandits.
Oh fuck!
The
I really, hope-
chorus,
I really,
the
I really hope,
undercity.
I really, I really hope Disney wouldn't fucking buy
Okay,
Disney's like,
man.
oh yes, we can take this shit. No, so like yeah, basically like these like young bro kids, right?
Young
they-
Bro Kids. Sounds like a song now.
Shut up. Trying to speak.
Just say your point. I'm waiting.
Mm, so, yeah, they're just basically they're like a team, right? So if like let's say if you remove Milo or you move from one of them, the dynamic wouldn't be the same, and they kind of also have like a pretty huge impact on their lives, like Vi's and Potter's lives.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
At least in the first 3 episodes, because you know that okay, it's established clearly that they are both they've been friends and they've been doing this like heist like heist hustle for a while.
You make it sound like a side job. Hustle.
I
Which kind of is. It is.
I mean, it is a job. It is a job. It's like, I mean, obviously, it's an illegal job. I don't condone anybody to do that. Please don't fucking rob a bank. All right, after listening to us, because we're not telling you to do that. Okay, in fact, we're opposing the idea. But since these are fictional characters, they have to do that because they need to make a living, and then like when they're on their way back home, or even sometimes when they're actually during the heist or even about to quit the heist. It's like some of these assholes were trying to like potentially rape them, or maybe at least steal their
I
steal
don't think we'll go
the.
that far. Like I don't think it'll go that far. Just like steal their goods.
Well, I mean,
It's like
it might not go that far.
they're hijacking the hijacker.
Yeah, the hijacker. They're just trying to steal like their like the gemstones that they just stole, right? So even like in the beginning of episode 1, you can tell that yeah. So well, Milo, I don't like the character of Milo, even though I
But he's
think
endearing though.
you remove him from the story, it will hurt the story a lot. I don't want you to move it. I just don't like the character. But that's the thing.
No.
It's intentionally supposed to be like that. He's kind of supposed
No,
to
you-
be a dick.
You use the wrong word. It's not gonna hurt the story. It's gonna save the story even
With
more.
that, like if you
He's
remove
gonna-
Milo, it'll save the
It's gonna
story.
stop- Yeah, I mean, no, not the save as in like save the story. What I mean is like it will
Yeah.
save a lot for Powder to like,
Right, because he
Yeah.
taunted the dogs, right? Like, oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
I mean, like, if you just kill off the character straight up, like the character never exists. Yeah, then
Right.
she won't like trauma
Yeah.
Milo in her.
True.
I wonder if that's like some train of thoughts of real life murderer. Like, if only you don't exist, my dear victim, I will be a murderer.
I'm pretty sure
Mm.
those people, like those serial killers, are basically victim blaming. Like,
Mm.
like, oh, if only there are no hookers around, the world would be a much better place. Okay.
But now since you're here, I must kill you. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's like
I must kill you to save you from doing what you're supposed to do.
No. I feel like it's just like I must kill you to satisfy my urge, but now I'm becoming a baddie because you exist. Like it's
I don't know why we're going to hookers though.
I mean, you're the one who brought it up. But anyway,
But yeah,
King.
okay. You guys get my point, right? You guys get my point, right?
Yes, I get it.
Okay, great. Then we're on the same page. Okay.
I mean, but at the same time, yeah, a lot of people kind of like rooting
You
for like
sure?
Victor and Sky. No,
Okay.
is it not?
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about shippers.
Our anime shippers, yes.
Hmm.
Anime
I mean-
shipper. Kind of.
I mean, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. They
Like-
kind of, I mean, like it is adorable. I won't lie, it is adorable, but
But we want
yeah.
Victor to suffer. Like that's practically his whole character arc. Suffer,
I
suffer,
mean,
and suffer.
Did suffer. Did Victor not suffer right now?
Okay, but
he did suffer.
but let's be real though. Like of all his suffering, I really love his scene. Like it's really moved my heart when he started running. Like such a beautifully well done shot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. The shot that he started running.
Mhm.
I even like watch other YouTubers analysis on it, right? And you remember how his flashback is practically him having that
I know
toy
what you
ship,
mean.
right? Yeah, you probably watched that
Yeah.
same video.
And then what the scene that he ran, the background has the ship, and then he's running.
Yeah, so it's as if like he's catching up the ship up to the ship. Like so beautiful.
Uh,
And like the thing is that like, oh man, I gotta say, right, like if you guys say that Jinx voice actress is the top, and probably for me it's like Vi's voice actress is second, or maybe Taiwan Silco, I gotta say Victor's voice actor is probably number 3 of all the whole cast. So well done, like because like he also shout like such an emotional scene, like he just like shout away his frustration, like is running.
I didn't pay much attention like who does the work better. I just think all of them done a really good work.
Oh yeah, I gotta say, but like those 3 are probably
Like,
my
none of them
fourth,
none
fifth.
of them makes me think like, ew, this voice, this choice of voice. I mean, this choice of acting, the voice not fit the character. No, I never thought about that. All of them is well done.
Maybe one of these days, right? Maybe we should have another podcast episode where we're talking about series with the terrible voice actors,
Oh yes.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
that- we might consider He-Man.
or actually, should we also talk about Ghost Story? Technically, it's not a shitty voice acting thing, but you know what I'm talking about, the English dub of Ghost Story.
Yes,
Oh hell yeah,
yes.
yeah. Oh man,
Oh, wow.
Mr. Lee, you should check it out one day.
We're still in the middle of the podcast.
I know, but next time. All right. Anyway, where were we? Right. We were talking about Victor, right?
So we were talking about Sky, yeah. So
Yeah, Sky and
that's-
Victor.
She's done. R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Goodbye.
Rest in pieces.
So you know what?
Rest
about-
in million pieces.
I'm just gonna say this really quick because it's not
Fucking
that,
Thanos
it's not
snap.
important. Do you remember there's like a not businessman, like trader, TRAD,
Yeah. The trader from the
like,
beginning.
the one with back. Yeah. And then at the end you seen him like addicted to the shimmer, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so I rhymed the word trader with trader, you know?
I,
Moving on.
I'm sorry. I have to laugh just because it's
So funny. Ha.
The trader has become the trader.
it
Very
should make
funny,
me move that.
alligator. Very, very funny.
See you later, Gator.
You should be a
Alright, I think you
comedian,
can-
alligator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the
Alligator
anime.
gozaimashita, but
Can we watch some more of your stand-up comedy on your Twitch channel?
no.
Okay.
Let's just move on. So you can talk about Vi and Jinx now, I guess.
Okay. Fine, Jinx.
Oh my god! Finally.
The core of the show.
All right. First of all, Vi and Powder. Before we talk about Vi and Jinx. You know what? It does remind me a lot of like these other shows of like father and daughter relationships, mother and daughter relationships, father and son, father and daughter, or whatever gender out there, but basically older and younger person, or yeah, whatever beings they are, but basically like sharing a very touching relationship, right? This is probably one of the best I've seen
You
in
mean
any
siblings?
yeah.
Wait, you mean as a
Sibling
sibling?
rivalry.
Yes, yeah, yes. Not only as a sibling, just specifically like older and younger. So like you have like your mentor, and then you have like your um, yeah.
To a degree,
Because
yes.
because the thing is that okay, I'll tell you this, Karate Kid. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Wait,
But
hang on.
Karate
Are we
Kid
talking about the
is
one with Jaden Smith? Because I haven't watched the original.
Karate Kid.
all right. Original Karate Kid.
I haven't watched it.
I like it, but I think the problem with one of the big things is like I don't think they fleshed out Mr. Miyagi that much with that, which they actually fix in the remake.
You're
So
talking
I'll tell
about
you
Jackie
this,
Chan.
yes, the one thing I like about the remake is they actually fleshed out Mr. Miyagi. It's like, oh, he actually has a character here. He's still mourning of his he's like he still feels guilty of like yeah, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Karate Kid, but it's already like fucking 20 years ago.
Wait, hold on. I have a question. You're talking about the Karate Kid with starring Jackie Chan, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
Jackie Chan and
Jaden
Jaden Smith.
Yes, that one.
And okay, so that's one thing I didn't get. So is Jackie Chan in the movie is actually Mr. Miyagi?
He
Yeah.
is Mr. Miyagi.
He's portraying as him, right?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
he plays
Is
Mr.
his
Miyagi.
name also Mr. Miyagi? But I don't think that's the point, right?
Okay.
Because
I mean, I watched
which is kind of stupid because
Karate Kid
the
with-
the movie is called Karate Kid, but Jackie Chan is Chinese and probably is teaching him kung fu. Wait, is he teaching him kung fu?
Okay. My point is, back to my
Okay.
point. I like the fact that they actually fleshed out like his backstory of like, oh, he feels guilty of like killing his daughter and his wife
Mhm.
in a car accident, and then he actually still has the car with him, like the actual like wrecked car. So basically, pretty much like every single day, he basically like looks at the car and he's like, oh yeah, I will never forgive myself. Yeah, that's really messed up, but I like that part. I really
Yeah,
like that
he
part.
fixed the car and then wreck it, and then fix the car and then wreck it.
Wait, so your
but
point was?
my point is this: stuff like that, it's been done before many times, but in this particular one, right? Yes, it's a bit different because it's siblings.
Wait, I don't get it.
But
Like I thought we're talking about the
because
relationship, not a single character.
yeah, I'm talking about
Yeah, you're talking about trauma of the character, Mr. Miyagi.
yeah, the trauma of the character. So like basically like
Ah.
Jaden Smith's character, right? I forgot like his actual name. I think
Doesn't
his name is
matter. Let's call him Jaden anyway.
yeah, Jaden's character. He actually tried to understand like Mr. Miyagi's like yeah his guilt, and just pretty much like, hey bro, thanks for helping me to be able to fight and kick ass, but you know I can also somewhat you know like I mean I'm young and I don't know shit about whatever you've really been through, but I really want to learn more about you, and I really want to help you also, you know, on an emotional level and something like that. I've kind of forgot like what they're really doing there, but I really like their relationship actually much better than like the original one.
Mhm.
So that's my point. But here's the thing, back to Vi and Potters. Uh, this one is a bit different, yes, but it is how do you say this? I like the way they make Vi a very three-dimensional character. That's the first thing. Same thing with Powder.
You mean at the start?
I'm not talking about the actual. I mean,
I am frowning at you. You can't call him two-dimensional character.
you know exactly what I'm talking about three-dimensional character, as in like a fully fleshed out, complex character. Okay, that's what
Well,
I'm trying to say.
I'm sorry, I never knew. I never. I mean, like you just say like 3-dimensional character. I mean, I don't really take. I mean, I don't really understand any other than make literal 3D character. You know, I don't. I didn't understand what you meant just now until you explain it. Okay.
Okay. That kind of makes sense, but usually I'll use the term fleshed out character rather than two dimensional.
I
So
mean,
limited. It's like the character is not real. It's a piece of fiction that's
It's,
just
it,
playing on
it,
our screen.
it's like saying BoJack Horseman is truly bring out the two-dimensional character. Am I right?
Yeah, I suppose you're right because it is an animated show, right? No, actually, even a
oh my
live
god!
action movie.
Stop!
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
have
You
to
can
keep moving.
continue.
Okay, go on. Yeah, so go on with those two-dimensional characters.
Yeah, she's very complex. Is it though?
Yeah. She has a lot
Okay.
of polygons, you know.
Okay. Okay. Take it
All
seriously.
right. Look, they're yeah, yeah. Back to the story. Yeah, a very complex three-dimensional character. Um, so you can see that she's not perfect. Obviously, she has like her own issues too. You know, she has
Mm.
anger issues.
Yeah.
She keeps on
Yes.
like if she's mad, she kind of like hits on people, especially like men, just making me a little bit
Yeah, yeah,
I'm sorry. What?
a bit uncomfortable.
Where
I mean,
where is this sexist talk coming from?
okay.
Like she beats everyone. Like heck, the person that she beat up the most is Sevika. Like, have you seen Sevika got beaten up? Like,
okay. Fine. More specifically, men and women and whatever pisses her off, which actually, I mean, yeah, it doesn't make me uncomfortable, but that's kind of like the point. Like she is a very tough ass human being, right?
mm.
So,
But still vulnerable though.
but then also that's also kind of like her flaw because she can't control her temper. It's like if you compare to her like Jayce, at least Jayce is trying to like, okay, I want to at least talk first, and
Mm.
let's just try to make a civilized conversation before we resort to violence. It's kind of the opposite with her, which I actually like the contrast. I
No,
really
no, no.
like the contrast.
Jace. I mean, the thing about violent with Jace, right, is that
Mm.
he and Victor stay he okay. Let's I mean technically Victor stay true to his goal the whole time, but Jace, right? Surprisingly, I like like as you say, like in the end, I mean he kind of like resolve. He used violence in a way,
But
but
but but he's forced to.
before that,
No. He actually jumped to
he
violence first
I
and then diplomacy because he pussy out, right? He chicken out.
No. Before that, I surprised that he actually stayed true to his goal with Victor. They create Hextech to improve life for under city people. Like when he say that, it's really important for his character. If he didn't say that, like if he say we're gonna use Hextech to like fight people, then it will just make his character looks more arrogant. Like what I say earlier, like I mean, not arrogant, maybe like Tony Stark kind of thing. I don't know.
Okay, I get your point.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, basically, my point was he. I'm surprised that he stayed true to his goal, like wanting to keep. I mean, like he don't want to use hex related stuff to as a weapon instead. He want to prioritize it as a to improve people's life.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, all
that's
right.
it.
But yeah, yeah, that's Vi, right? And then also Powder. Obviously, she's a kid. You know, kids don't know shit about anything, so it makes sense that she keeps on like messing things up here and there. But the thing is, like, I'm also not okay with that. Fire doesn't really like kind of encourage like he's like, hey, like Powder, like you really have like really amazing talents, and you should like use it like a very like you should uh something like a good pep talk. So you don't
Uh huh.
actually discourage this person because because Powder clearly has really good skills in like mechanics, right?
Wait, no,
She
she actually did.
And
She did give a big
she
laptop.
also in the practice shot she shot all the weak point.
Yeah, in the
yeah,
shooting gallery.
yeah. Like that's the thing. So, she clearly she is clearly she's clearly talented, but the thing is, the team is just suppressing her because of her age, which is actually like a big
I have to
Yeah,
disagree
although
because they
that's
did
true.
they I forgot when is it like after I forgot at which stage, right? But someone mentioned that like they're like twice of Powder is at Powder's age, so that basically implies that even back when they were young like Powder, they're much tougher people, like tougher kids. So
yeah, but
like, and actually that's the thing. Fight did give up talk to Powder like, oh yeah, soon one day those bombs might actually work. Like, unfortunately, that pep talk basically means that the next bomb works too well.
a little too
Ironically,
well.
a little
Yeah, it's
too
kind of
well.
like a foreshadow thing.
Yeah,
Mhm. But yeah, I
but
mean, again,
I get what you
again,
mean. I mean, like,
yeah, like my point is that it's like, these people are tough, but doesn't mean that they're perfect, right? Because they have their own shit also that they also kind of have to fix themselves. But obviously, with the circumstance around them, because they're living a pretty tough life, it makes sense that they still act the way they are. And Jinx, yeah, like via and then yeah, Powder is kind of like you know being like discouraged left and right with like the kids around her, the kids that she's like hanging out with. So
mm,
when episode 3 happens, when yes, Vi should have come to her, but obviously because she's secretly kidnapped. It's also a bit weird, but yeah. But the thing is, like, I like that beginning journey of her turning towards the dark side. It's actually reminiscent of like if you guys have seen Star Wars episode 3, Anakin Skywalker, right?
No,
He's
no, no,
he,
no, no.
actually,
Just jump to your point. I get it.
yeah, I like the journey of like her like especially like part of like journey from like being this innocent kid to becoming like this psychopath, somewhat of a sociopathic maniac at the end
okay,
of the series.
here's my take
Yes,
on
obviously it's different from like Anakin Skywalker, but the journey is basically like from good person to bad person.
like both Jinx
Pretty good.
and Silco, right? I feel like Silco is a sociopath. He knows what he's doing is evil, but then he still do it anyway because it benefits him for the most part. Of course, he did it for the independence of Song, but that's what he thinks. Other people still think that he's just a self-serving bastard. But then Jinx, on the other hand, I think she's a psychopath where she kind of know what she's doing is bad, but she doesn't care about it anyway. And unfortunately, her priorities kind of skewed, which in essence, like, she wants approval from Silco, and then like she has this like issue that abandonment issue, right, by Five, because she was abandoned by Five. She doesn't want to get abandoned again, but then she, like, like how she was jealous of Five, like as if Caitlyn was replacing her. And also on top of that, yeah, she's having a schizophrenic episode, right, where she keeps.
Yeah.
That's a funny thing, right? We don't actually hear it as an audience, which is actually an interesting take, like artistic take, because usually, like, like if a character has schizophrenia, then what will happen is that you can actually hear the character talking.
You hear exactly what's going on inside their heads.
Yeah, but it doesn't it doesn't go to that approach, because what end up happening, right, is that oopsie daisy. Unfortunately, your potato is out of position, by the way. Yeah, but basically,
Wow.
yeah. But let me get to the my point. So, Like, but I like how it's being artistically shown, right?
Yes.
Where like it's basically like just jumble of drawing, right? Like this 2D drawings
Yes.
as it when she's in panic mode. But yeah, like
Yes. Oh man,
uh,
I love that. I love that.
Holy
It's
crap.
like it reminds me of Suicide Squad. This like the first Oscar movie that came out like a couple years ago.
Mhm.
What in
Because they kind of did it also, but that is really like, out of nowhere, and it's like because there's no establishment of Harley Quinn. It's like I mean yeah, she's crazy, but it wasn't meant to be clear. It was never made clear that she's like schizophrenic, and
Mhm.
even with this like scribbly like 2D like graphics like appearing like a few seconds around the screen, like very very fast.
yeah.
It's so forced, and it just basically show is that what they're trying to do is like they want to show that hey guys, Harley Quinn's crazy. Look at all this that's going on around her. It's crazy. But here, it makes sense because what you're seeing is basically a representation of her episode.
Mhm.
It's because they already make it clear that she has schizophrenia because she's still mourning the loss of her friends from the past,
You know,
right?
actually, come to think
Yeah.
about it, right? For the longest time, I thought that because that's the thing, Powder never actually saw Silco face to face until at the end of episode 3. So I have the impression all this time that she didn't know that Silco is. I mean, technically, even though it's Powder's fault for getting a Milo and Collector killed, Silco is the one who killed Vander, right? There's no doubt about it. I thought,
I
like,
have question.
yeah.
You mentioned about a drawing. What drawing?
Wait, remember every time like Powder is like in stressful situation, and even as a Jinx, that happens, and then you see like how everyone
Oh,
like
you
have
mean
scribblings on their face. Like
you mean Milo and Clogger mental voice in her head?
yeah, but honestly, not only them though. It's like
Oh,
every time Jinx see Caitlyn, right? Sometimes this kind of vision also happen.
yeah.
Like they're scribbling on Caitlyn's face.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, holy crap! I just realized we talked almost 2 hours, and
Yeah.
just now we actually touched the art because holy crap, like nothing up to Arcane, right? Have this kind of, except of course like a big budget as a one-off movie, but there's no other TV series that I've watched that approach this kind of level of quality in terms of like 3D animation.
Yeah.
This is clearly a pretty big budget project already from the start. So,
Oh yeah.
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 This
It
kind of
took
quality,
5 years.
it's expected. Huh,
It,
5 years.
it
Holy
and now
shit.
since 2016 or 2015.
Yeah, they did the storyboarding, the storyboarding for like 6 years, I think.
There's a year
Oh,
where Riot suddenly announced like we have a game project, we have an animation project, we have Ruin King, which is another game, and then like many other more. That
what the
time
heck?
that time they announced, and then I'm like, I remember when I heard about they had animation coming soon, and I'm like, oh, interesting. And then I totally forgot about it until like last year.
Oh, actually, a bit of fun fact for you guys. Like,
Let's
do
see.
you know who animate the show and technically who actually the mastermind behind the show? Like,
Hideo Kojima.
Metal Gear. Okay, but in a more serious note, like the show itself, right? I think it's animated by Rotish Studio. Wait, hang on, did I get the name wrong? Yeah, let me check their name. But whatever it is, right? Usually, like people give credit to the animation studio, but then, technically, in reality, right? What the studio actually did is that they only animate some like the frames between the essential keyframes and also provide the drawing. But in reality, the art direction itself is still handled by the stuff at Riot Games. Like I think there's these two art directors that practically spearheaded like all the awesome trailer for League of Legends. Have you watched the trailer for League of Legends? I'm sure Mr. Lee have watched it, but what about you, Wilson?
No, I don't play the games. Sorry.
But have you actually no not the game, just the what do you call it? The trailer.
No.
No, you never see the trailer. The trailer is epic.
Well, no, I don't. Sorry.
All right, but it's like you should check it out. Like so it's created by Christian. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's created by Christian Link
Yeah.
and Alex Yee.
Are they like what, director or something?
Yeah, they're the art director. Some big shots in Riot Games, and they they
Yes,
practically help to direct the story, like direct the storyboarding process, and the writer as well. Like, and like I'm not joking. Like storyboarding is not. Oh, yeah, Studio Fortiche, right? Storyboarding is not an easy feat. It's because like they practically like draw the keyframes for the more dramatic moment and all the story beats. That's still a huge effort because that's like the animation just only did everything in between, but all the key points, wow, well done.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I mean,
We're here to talk about the stories, huh?
With the work of the director, like the timing of the stuff, the music as well, like everything is well done, well donely fit.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we haven't mentioned yet the is it 11? The 11th song that they use in the show is so good.
You mean from Imagine Dragons?
All I can remember is just
Bro, this is
Enemy and
one of it,
Dynasty.
alright? Why you sound so sarcastic about it, huh? You have problem being my enemy or something, huh?
Yes. We are
Hey! Everyone wants to become my
Alright,
enemy.
alright. Let's not go there. So
Okay.
anyway, like the song itself, I was surprised that all of the song was created for the show itself. It wasn't. I don't think it was.
Really?
Yeah, because if you go Spotify and you type out album, right? You type Arcane, there's an album for that. Like if you search for
You wanna be my enemy?
the original singer and stuff, like they don't have other version of it. Like that's the only version they have. So that means that's the original song they create for the show.
Yeah, you're right. It is original, I think.
Yeah.
Original for this.
Did any of you listen to the music after watching Arcane?
Oh yes, multiple times, like Dynasty and Enemy. But that's it. I didn't listen to anything else.
Wait, hold on. Which one you say? You listen?
I'm more of a sucker for like the actual original soundtracks, but I'm not even sure which one is it. There's a lot.
Everything is original in this
No,
in the anime.
the Arcane album there is all original.
No. I'm talking about like orchestral scores.
Orchestral. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I don't know much.
I'm one of those potential artists, you know. So those are more my cup of tea. But yeah, yes,
Okay.
the Imagine Dragons can be a bit annoying.
What?
Just a little bit because they play a little bit too much. It's okay. It's still great. It's still great.
Wait, hang on. Are you talking about
That's just
their songs in the series alone, or are you talking about the band as in general?
their songs in that series, the enemy. I think it amplified even more when you guys say it sarcastically. So no.
What do you mean sarcastically? I loved. Okay, here's the thing. I actually find the song it's okay, but the more I get emotionally attached to the series, the more I like the song.
No. It's like I know it's interesting. It's kind of like Kimchi. Sorry, Mr. Lee.
Right, you broke the oath. Now I'm leaving.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I would like to also apologize
Mr. Lee.
for his.
Mr. Lee's chicken.
Yes,
okay?
yes. What's your point? You forgot.
Hell,
Am I still online?
yeah,
I
you're still
stopped and
online.
disconnect. Jesus Christ. Anyway, you can continue think first. So I think like he don't like it. Maybe like kind of like Frozen when Let It Go was out. I remember I typed it in LOL that time. I'm still playing LOL,
Mhm.
and then people were like, "Oh my god, this again." Like I
Okay.
guess because they don't like because how popular the song is. I guess like oh my god, this song again,
Yeah,
cringe.
like
Bad,
honestly,
bad.
there are a lot of those people. I like. Wasn't Are you one of them? Like you hate everything that's popular. It's just like I want to be an anarchist. I want to
Oh
be
my.
the anti-mainstream.
So back to
Okay, look, uh, it's a great song. All right. Same thing with Let It Go. Even sometimes, like if I'm having a hard day, I ironically play that song. So don't judge me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great, obviously it's a great song. But the thing is, if you're starting to hear it in like when you're shopping, getting your groceries, or if you're starting to hear it when you're when you're like walking like in
I
the
hate
mall.
Christmas.
and then you will hate it, I guess.
Yeah. Obviously, it's like you're being reminded of the song again and again. Obviously, you're gonna start to get sick of it. Hey, it's the same. It's kind of like similar with like Hakuna Matata. It's a great song, but I remember. Um,
Wait, I never
okay,
heard anyone play that.
look. When okay, I'm not born yet, but I know people who actually have seen the movie in theaters, like The Lion King, the original one, not that dumb live action crap. Yeah.
It's mediocre at best, but I don't call it
Yeah,
dumb.
the Hakuna Matata
You
song.
say you haven't born
It-
yet, so are you implying that you heard it while in your mom tummy or
I'm
something?
im- I'm implying, based on the people who have heard it, they got sick, even though they actually love the song.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is it the Lion King 1.5? Hakuna Matata.
No.
I mean,
Hakuna Matata is also in the first Lion King movie.
wait, is it? I don't remember.
Yeah, remember
Yes.
when Simba was in
Yes.
exile?
Okay, never mind. Moving on. Okay, so and then
I find Simba's transition, like when they're doing that song, like from him being a cub to a lion, a bit creepy, but okay.
Hmm.
No, it's just the trend. It's just a bit weird. I don't know. Just like seeing a little mini lion grows inside, and then gets more hair.
What do you mean? It's such an awesome transition.
It's
mini
an awesome
lying
transition, but
inside and get oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
you mean
I
him
don't.
going
Yeah. No.
you
Maybe I have a bit of a issue with Furies. Sorry if you're Fury, but yeah, I'm just
What?
not a
How do we suddenly talk about furries?
okay.
Like we're just
I
talking
feel
about
like we're
Lion
getting
King.
sidetracked too much. Okay, and then
What? Like
no.
okay, you want? Let's go back to Arcane.
I feel like we sidetracked too far. Like what? Okay, so what's the point again? I forgot what we talking about.
Yeah,
We're
I
just
forgot what
basically we're
we
just talking
said.
about songs that
The
for
Arcane
for
song.
Wilson it becomes like an earworm where he finds it annoying.
Yeah.
In essence, it's just the fact that it's a great song being played again and again and again and
I
again.
mean, actually, recently I when I type Arcane song, right, I don't look for enemy. I mean, I do like it. I mean, sometimes I have the Imagine Dragon album as well, like a playlist on my Spotify. But the song that I always go for was what could have been the last one,
Wait, hang on.
the
Is it
last
the one that
episode.
played? Oh, in the last episode
Yeah,
when Jinx fired the rocket.
yeah, that one.
Ah, yeah. Actually, I haven't
That
listened to it
was
again, but that's pretty cool.
It's
that was
song
good.
sung by Sting, artist called Sting, and surprisingly, they credit the violinist called Ray Chen.
Nice.
This
They
if
wait.
you
Is it a
watch
concerto?
no sorry what
Is it a concerto where basically like there's a single instrument that gets more spotlight?
yeah.
Okay.
Like there's a middle part where you can only I think you can hear
Oh, it's a violin
the
solo. Ooh, cool.
violin obviously and yeah and Ray Chen has a in a way is she's kind of famous because
Mm-hmm.
I mean if you watch like two set violin on YouTube like they also in Australia just for FYI
Wow.
They,
Okay.
basically he do a lot of collab, and then that's why I found 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪𝓽𝓪. 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪 is like one of the famous, in a way, it's a famous violinist.
Okay. Are you saying they're in Australia? Okay, I might check it out.
I mean, 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪 violin is in Australia.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Anyway, but just now I was saying like they
might check it out.
credit a violinist, which is interesting because I never really. Okay, fine. Maybe there is actually it already happened previously. I just never found any of it. Like, but it's
Uh,
intrigued me when I saw they actually credit. Like, I mean, not credit. Like they put a title featuring 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪, the violinist.
okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. So yeah,
Uh,
that was a song I go to when I open the Arcane album.
Do you also listen to the song when you're taking a shower?
Sometime, not all the time.
When you're getting your COVID test, you know.
What the
Uh,
fuck? I don't.
I,
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
know. Go to the beach. You know. Well, actually, you're already on the beach now. But maybe go to civilization. You know, just to see humans. You know, doing their things. No.
Bruh, even I the alligator is living in the what civilization.
No,
I'm
no, you're
literally
not.
I literally streaming on the beach right now. I'm sitting on my couch. You like my couch? It's a dry straw.
Yes, just like your life.
Hey,
Okay, so what else we haven't talked about? That's actually a lot of things that we have pretty much covered.
is it? We done talking with
I think that's it.
Ah,
It's already 2 hours.
ah, ah. One more
What?
fight choreography.
fight choreography. Oh yeah, all right. So
I
how
love
many?
it.
Okay,
My only problem with it, right, is that there's not enough fight
only
choreography.
problem.
The
You
only
had
problem
a
is that I
problem.
want more.
Oh, how
It's
dare
so
you.
damn good. I want more. It's
Oh yeah, I think the sad part was they didn't shine Caitlyn sniping ability
oh
as
yeah, I
much.
do agree.
That was a saddest part, I guess. But at the same time, like, yeah, it's good.
Maybe in season 2, who knows?
Maybe.
That's why we need to keep supporting this kind of stuff. You know what?
Uh,
I'm actually kind of considering getting a Blu-ray for this one. I'm actually considering getting a Blu-ray. Is that good?
okay.
Yeah.
Wait, let me find anything interesting to say.
But
I
but damn,
actually
but
have to
damn,
say
the
anything.
choreography, right? The choreography, right? Um, it's how do you say this? It's if you noticed,
Yeah,
like
obviously, like
it's
the
like
movement is very stylized.
it's not trying to mimic live action. It's not like those like Disney, like 3D animation. That's kind of like borderline realistic. Even though yes, it is still like 3D cartoony, but when they're when they're actually being animated, you can tell that they're trying to mimic reality, which I don't think they should. But I think
uh,
I'm not too sure for like the latest ones. Okay, I'm talking.
okay.
Uh,
Here's the thing, right? Find that anything that has fight in actually, come to think about it, there's only like a handful of fight that have no fight doesn't have fight in it. But I think, right, every time fight with, okay, maybe everything else is stylized, but every time fight with 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪, I feel like it's more grounded. Other than the fact that, of course, 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪 has like beam sword, and also Fi after Fi got that gemstone gauntlet,
mhm.
Mm.
yeah, where she simply throw like pool table at her. But yeah.
Yes.
Oh, but
Oh
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that fight scene. Remember, like she, like they got tired. Both of them got tired. Like Fi got a drink, and then 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪 just like got to sit
Yeah.
down.
No,
Loved it.
she drank the shot and then like she screamed and then she threw the glass to
Oh,
𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪
oh man,
and
I
then
love it. I
she
love it.
proceeded to throw up the table and then punch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But hey, you know what? But in a way, the last moment, I mean, the fight that uh, I mean, the Vi Gauntlet activate like the shield thingy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a plot armor, I guess.
It
And
is a
then
plot.
like, and then the shield goes down, and then Vi pull 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪,
Mhm.
in midair, and then she pulled off the robotic arm and ripped it.
What?
She ripped the robotic arm.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. And
But
after that, Jinx kidnapped her.
Ooh.
I like how Sevika practically become a punching bag in the series. Like she got beaten up by Vi twice, and then got
Yeah,
practically bullied by
it's kind of
Jinx.
like basically arch nemesis
Yeah,
with Vi.
and if you think about it, right, Echo kind of also beat her ass. Remember, like when Echo's gang attacked the airship, and then
Mm.
Sevika got trapped in one of the crystal bomb.
Oh yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, we've been talking for 2 hours now. Oh,
You're right.
I
That
still
that
have
was.
stuff.
yeah.
We gonna end it or what?
I suppose
I still have stuff we can
I
talk.
suppose we can end it here
Oh,
because I mean let's be real though, Arcane is a bloody damn good series, and there's so many things we can talk about. It's just going to be
yeah,
endless.
yeah. Is this a lot more stuff I want to talk about?
Oh
But
boy,
hey,
I'm having a
there's always
Hellbound
part.
flashback.
But hey, there's always a part two.
What? There's a part two?
Would you like to do a part two?
I mean, do you really want? If you want, it's probably gonna be short. But I guess it's fine because there's a lot part I want to.
Yeah,
Like
we'll see how
it's
it goes.
it's those tiny parts that makes up the character that is
Yeah,
so interesting
yeah, we'll
that
see
I
how it
wrote
goes.
it on my notebook. Sorry, what?
We'll see how it goes.
Okay. So we want to end it here.
Well, let's end it here.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. So,
All right.
oh
thank you
yeah.
for listening.
Wait, hold on. Let
What?
me say one interesting fact. One interesting scene I like. Like the kidnap moment. Yeah, basically the last part.
Mm-hmm.
So uh when uh
Yeah.
when Jinx haven't bring Caitlyn into the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
When she was holding the food thing, oh the food tray, I don't know what you call that.
Yeah, the foot
And
tray.
then yeah. So before she opened before she revealed what's inside, Vi was scared because scared that Caitlyn is dead and her head is inside or something like that.
Yeah.
The tension, right? The moment the I mean the moment Jinx want to open up the cover, there was one single frame. I mean basically
Mm.
Of
one
her,
single
of
frame.
Caitlyn's head there, right?
Yeah, of Caitlyn. I mean the scene where they were in the Caitlyn bed lying down.
Yeah.
There was one frame of it appear. Like it's so fucking good.
You know, I gotta say, right? At this, by that point, I thought like, yeah, there's it's going to be Caitlyn's head. Oh wait, you know what? The show is so good so far, right? And I know that the writers have balls to actually take the story to like unprecedented place, like uncharted waters. So I know like, yeah, her head's not going to be there. She's probably still alive, and like, and then it's I was right.
I know, but my point wasn't about
Mhm.
whether Caitlyn is dead or
Ah,
not.
okay. Mm-hmm.
It was about that the way they present. Basically, what they do is that because in it is related to anime how animation works
Yeah.
or how our eye works that uh like in animation I think I need to explain this so to viewers that don't know that in base I mean like default animation basically in 1 second there is 24 frame as in picture frame as in picture there's
Mm.
24 picture in one frame so
Mm-hmm.
imagine a video 1 second video is basically 24 picture playing like imagine you pressing next button quickly in 23 times
Mm.
so and our eye like kind of like uh in a way like fit with 24 frame per second. That's why a lot animation is in. Sorry, this one might be wrong. I'm not really like know the fact, but that's why a lot animation like is 24 frame per second, 25.
Mhm.
My friend told me like animation, Japanese anime like is in 12 frame, and then there's also like 30 frame per second.
That's
And
a lot of frames.
yeah,
Jeez.
and definitely it's definitely not 60 frame per second. That is only for game. All right.
Yes, unless you want to die.
Unless you're the Hobbits. But then again, let's be real though, it's a 3D animation, so honestly, if they want to go for that approach, they could.
No,
But
you,
they
no, you
do
don't
have
understand.
2D drawings.
No, you don't understand. 60
I
frames per
understand.
second does
I
not
understand.
work in animation because it's ugly. It's not about the smoothness of the movement.
But it can
It's
work
about
in
how
games though.
ugly it looks like.
It can work in games like
Games
cutscenes.
it works
Cutscenes.
because the game it works because let's say you play FPS game, you want to move your
No,
camera.
no, no.
fast
I'm not
enough,
talking
and then
about
you want
gameplay.
to-
I'm not talking about gameplay. Like even cutscenes can work with 60 in FPS.
Cutscene.
Yeah, cutscenes.
Okay. Look. I've seen The Hobbit, right?
Yeah.
In like okay. I think back when it came out, I think there's like 3 versions.
Mhm.
One is the normal one. I think that's like in
Don't tell me there's a 60 frame.
2024.
It is
Yeah,
60 FPS movie.
Fine, fine.
There
Look,
is?
look.
It
Shut
is.
up, shut up,
Okay.
shut up. So there's 24. There's another one in 60 frames. There's another one in 60 frames and it's 3D. Oh boy.
What? Hobbit,
Yes.
right? You say?
Yes. And the man,
And then?
like the more gimmicky, like the more yeah. When I start to watch the 60 one, I'm like, okay, this is it's a little weird, but I'm starting to get used to it until they start fighting. Until they start actually like doing like some like more like actions.
Wait,
Action
hang
stuff.
on. Do you know about Gemini Man? The movie where the gimmick is practically like Will Smith fighting his younger self. It's also another 60 FPS movie.
But I tell you this, the most headache one is the 3D one because now it's 3D and it's at 60 FPS, so it's like my brain cannot process it.
Okay,
So it's just like what is going on here?
personally, right?
The thing is,
It's
I have to like close my eyes like from time to
okay.
time.
Personally, right? I think that reality that have limitless FPS. So personally, I think and there should be more 60 FPS movie. Granted, it's probably a novel technology. It's sickening.
gonna be
No,
ugly.
it's because of convention. Like imagine if you're a newborn baby.
No.
If you're a new,
You can't have motion blur. Do you
you
okay,
can have motion blur.
No,
You can.
because the thing is too smooth. The blur is gonna look so obvious. I mean, okay,
No.
okay.
Okay, hang on.
We do it now. We do it now. Take your right hand,
Yeah,
put it in front of your head. I mean, like
I am doing it right now. That's why my
no,
face cam
just
is
do it.
wonky now.
No, just do it. So
I
basically,
am. I can see motion blur. It's not like the line is not long, but I can see the blur. It's possible.
I haven't
No.
even finished yet. You know what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Lee, go on.
Take your hand. put in
Yes,
front of you,
yes.
And you know John Cena, right? Yeah. Wave your hand like him.
I
like
did.
that.
Yes, you can't
So
see
you can
me.
see yes, that you can see the motion blur in your finger.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see the
can
motion blur.
Yeah, that's the point. Like if you make it 60 FPS, it's not gonna work. Basically, it 60. The more frame something has, that means like the more frame something has, that means there's no motion blur. It's
But-
kind of like you watch slow-mo video. There's no motion blur because you're capturing every single tiny second.
But that implies as if like if we were using 20 FPS camera, that implies that you don't add motion blur artificially. Sometimes you do, right?
Yeah,
do-
in
okay,
animation
do
we
you-
do.
No, like
do
even
you-
in like post production for live action movies.
But sometimes it does as well. Sometimes they will make sometimes they will like for action scene maybe like punches. Sometimes they will like actually fasten up the punch
Mhm.
and stuff. Means it's not actually a real movement.
Mhm.
It was kind of like post edited, and that's like where you don't want to be 60 FPS at all because that will like makes it looks weird.
Hmm.
Well. Do you know basically if you add motion blur, right, you're technically what you're doing is you're lessening the frames.
You have to
Does
lessen the
that
frame, and
does
also
that does that make sense to you?
and also yeah, you have to smudge it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That, that,
like
like,
and
that's why there is a smudging effect because you lessen the frames, because there's less frames happening.
Oh wait, I have better example. The reason all animation like Tom and Jerry, what else do you have? Pingu, I don't know.
no, like I know the concept
Mickey
of
Mouse.
motion
Yeah,
blur.
yeah, that was a stop motion. Never mind.
Okay.
Mickey Mouse, like those right. Those works in 24 frame per second because they had to
Oh
do the
yeah.
smudging themselves. Do you know how they do okay, did you play Crash Bandicoot?
Yes. Are you
Yeah.
talking about when he
Yes.
spins?
Yeah, do you know the character always spin, right?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you
There's
know
no
that
motion blur. It's basically like he's much to hell, right? His.
no. Let me explain. So what how they do that was they create okay, so they create multiple layer. So the moment you press spin, right, what they do is basically they playing an animation.
Mm-hmm.
They put a lot of layer. For example, they put like a tornado wind kind of motion thing, and then they also create multiple hands and stuff like head, like the body, they kind of like uh have multiple of them to create the smush effect.
Mm.
Because if they don't duplicate, like when okay, this like Sonic running, right? Sonic running animation, they in a way they kind of, if they want to do 3D, right, it's better to because even because okay, how Sonic run is was he run really fast that to a point it become a motion blur, right? But in 3D, if you do that, it still doesn't work because like it just because you keep seeing the leg just spinning
Mm-hmm.
like nothing else. That's why we have, if you want to make it even nicer, so that's why you had to create the smush effect, which is like to maybe make uh one more legs so it looks like
Mm.
it actually moving really fast, so you can actually it's like looking at the fan, the table fan spinning, you can kind of like see like the thing, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, that makes
Okay,
sense.
now watching Crash Bandicoot's like gameplay in 60 FPS is
Are you
Okay,
talking?
very
yeah,
weird. It's
yeah,
very
yeah.
weird.
Can you pause at the moment he spin, and you can see like the literal frame, right, when he's spinning
Yep.
is the it's like a weird thing. Can you if you see, can you send it to us as well?
Sure.
Send it to us personally.
Let's.
I'd like to see it too. But I guess we.
Uh,
Oh, now we really sidetrack from Arcane.
Yeah, so my point was, oh sorry, why we were talking about FPS
What?
again?
I don't know.
because Mr. Lee is an animator himself, so he is definitely very
Why
well
don't you
knowledge.
open the stream with that?
No,
He's an
I'm
animator.
not. No, I'm not really animator, but I did study a bit.
Okay.
Of course, like I might be wrong, but at the same time, like 60 FPS in animation is really ugly. I seen it before. It's really
You know,
ugly.
I always thought it's just a matter of like practicality and manpower rather than like creative, like creative direction.
I mean, if you
Okay.
want to use software to make it smoother, it's fine. But making it 60 FPS is not the way.
Mm.
It's not
It
the
just
way.
it's just like it's kind of like the greater the graphic, the better the game.
Mm.
But it's not, right. I mean,
It's
we
like
have
it's always like I suppose you're right. It's a matter of like creative direction.
yeah. I saw a video about headphone previously. He mentioned that people thought the greater the bass the headphone can create means the better the headphone is. I mean, I never know about that because I never really picky about headphone. But when he said that, it remind me of something else, like what I just said, like the thing, like game graphic and stuff. Like people
Mm.
thought the greater graphic, the better the game is, and then they buy the
Uh,
game, they disappointed.
uh,
Like many
uh,
other example, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh
Did you send
boy.
it, Ren?
Not yet. You know what?
I did random chat.
Maybe we should make
Yeah.
another podcast episode, huh? Talking about
Yeah,
animation in general.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this one has been dragging on for quite a while. So,
Yeah.
oh, hang on. Did I actually ask like, hey, let's close it here, like 14 minutes ago?
Yes, I did drag it.
Yeah.
For that last scene. Yeah, I was talking about Caitlyn face in one frame for
Yeah.
that one frame.
Yes, we know you're very sensitive about it, and guess what? We really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for coming here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no problem. Thank you for
Yep.
inviting me as well. I can finally talk about this. Like I've been holding this show for a while now.
It's like
Since you
it's like
invited me to like talk about on this on podcast.
Yeah.
it's
By
like
by the way, dear
it's like-
listener.
it's like you're trying to hold. It's like you're trying to hold your shit like for like
Yeah.
like that.
I've
Like
been holding so long. Like when I can talk about Arcane, this
And then,
top
you just
this
shut it out. So
this
satisfying.
topside, this topside I want to settle it in podcast. I just don't want to.
All right. So where can for dear listeners, where can we find you more about you, Mr. Lee? Can we find you on a certain social platform?
It's right here. Oh wait, hold on. It's this direction. Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
Yes.
So it's twitch.tv NRM 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪𝓽𝓸𝓪.
Lisa. Yep.
Yes, and we live in Australia, so I pronounce it as set, not C.
Oh, and I
Okay,
live in
Australian.
Malaysia. I'm living in Malaysia. I'm not Australian. Like these two potato over here.
Yes, we're Australian potatoes, or rather immigrant
potatoes, mate.
immigrant potatoes.
Yeah, mate.
Alright,
Don't you also have like a Twitter?
Me? I mean, yeah. Technically, it's the same. Wait, hold on. So
Mhm.
at 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪𝓽𝓸𝓽, same thing.
Mhm.
Obviously, you guys can find us on everywhere pretty much. We have the episodes gonna now we're streaming on YouTube and on Facebook, but we have social. No, but before we go to social parts, we are also gonna upload this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
We're even on the
whichever-
dark web. You can find us using Tor web client.
Well, you don't
Not
have
yet.
to. You don't. No, you
We
don't
will,
have to,
though.
but you can. Okay. We Billy can do that, but I don't. I'm not gonna condone that. But yes.
Why your outro so long?
All right.
You
Anyway,
can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere else